Are AI agents ready for production, or should you leave them alone for now? Previously, we had a look at how AI agents work by creating a demo that played chess, but now we want to apply it to more of a real-world use case. So we've applied this to site reliability engineering, SRE. What is that? So that's sort of the ops side of DevOps, maintaining and monitoring systems. Last year, we worked with a customer who was trying to give their site reliability engineers some AI-powered tools so that they could do things more quickly. But at the time, agentic systems didn't exist. So we thought, well, there's a real-world candidate of a problem that agentic could work for. So let's take what we learned from chess and build it into that. So let me give you a little demo. So to simulate what an SRE would do, we've created the Fuzzy Labs Boutique. So here I am browsing the Fuzzy Labs Boutique. These socks look nice. Marathon running socks. Have a pair of those. The shirt you really need. Look at those fuzzy dogs. 2 of them. In we go. Look at these loafers. You can walk on water with them. They'd be pretty good for watching Countryfile in at home, I think. Just have a pair. In fact, I'll have a pair for work. 2 pairs of loafers. Oh no, no loafers. So now I'm the site reliability engineer, and I've been notified there's a problem with the shop. Now normally I'd have to spend time now digging into the logs, start looking at the code base, find out where the problems are, potentially work with the developers to create an issue in GitHub. But with the SRE agent, I don't need to do any of that kind of stuff. So you can see here in the Slack channel, in less than 2 minutes, the SRE agent has gone from detecting the critical error within the cart service. It's then said, let me see what I can do. Now, normally you might get an alert like this, and then you've got to go and do the diagnosis yourself. In this case, the agent's gone away to do its own diagnosis. So we've given the agent different tools. We've given the agent the ability to log into Kubernetes, log into AWS, look at the code in GitHub, and then connect to Slack and send a message. But it's gone beyond that. It's even created this issue in GitHub to tell us what to do. It's remove hard-coded product ID, artificially blocking purchase of a specific product, very naughty. So that's our SRE agent, built using Claude's Model Context Protocol. It's hosted within our own environment in AWS. We've built our own components there. All it does is call out to a third-party LLM, Claude in this case, as the brain of the operation, but everything else is hosted within our own environment. And the project's completely open source. You can try it out yourself. So if you're running AWS, Kubernetes, Git and Slack, pretty popular combo, you're welcome to come and try this. But we've not built this as a product. We're not trying to sell an SRE agent. We've done it to demo a real-world use case of agentic AI. But more importantly, to look at some of the real-world problems that agentic has at the moment and figure out, is agentic AI ready for production? Would you put this live? And at the moment, I'd be pretty cautious. Coming up, we're going to go deeper into some of those reasons as to why you should be cautious. First of all, looking at the effectiveness of the agent and how do you measure it. Secondly, is around the cost of the agent, because it uses an LLM under the hood, which obviously uses a lot of compute power. And agentic is a really gratuitous use of large language models because it's making lots more calls to it. And thirdly, and maybe the most important for me actually, is around security. How do you make sure the agent's not going to do something you don't expect? But maybe even more important than that, how do you make sure somebody else isn't going to try and compromise that agent to do something that they want it to do that you definitely don't? So we're going to dig deep into all of those things. But our feeling at the moment is that it's quite raw. MCP only came out last November. Anthropic themselves are coming out with enhancements, and the open source community are building some interesting tools as well. So no doubt it will be production ready soon, but I'd just be cautious at the moment around some of the hype before you let this stuff loose. So don't worry if this is quite high level for now. We're going to be diving deeper into specifically what we've built and then exploring those 3 different research topics of effectiveness, cost and security and seeing where that takes us. Thanks for watching.